my gosh.
Is it even going?
I don't even know.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, nice.
All right.
We did it, folks. Oh, man. Okay.
Good times. Hey.
Hi, everybody.
Mandy and Lexi here again. And today we're talking to you about transitions and growth and just a bunch of deep good stuff. We want to start by kind of doing like
when
a
do we
little...
not talk about
Yeah, really, right?
Yeah.
Well, the Wanderlust Way is, we've talked about so much stuff. And that's actually what we're going to start off with is the fact that, like, you guys have seen us grow so much.
Yeah.
To start off. Like, we were just talking about how literally in the beginning, 6 months ago, you watched us talk for the first time here, and we were like little babies. And now we're just like...
When we first started, we were like, hi, my name's Mandy.
Hi, this is Lexi. Happy Thursday.
According to Deanna.
Right?
my
Like,
gosh.
yeah, literally. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. And I
That's
feel
just
like we've
crazy.
changed a lot.
And, like, also just, like, through social media, just, like, our stories and everything, like, I just feel like a lot of you have also, like, followed us with our journey as well, which is kind of an asset along with Wanderlust Way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's just been, like, crazy. It's been awesome living in Denver with Lex. We've really grown so much. I can't even explain it to you guys.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, well, I'm going to try. This is what I'm doing.
That's what this video is about, is like how much we've changed, how much we have grown, and how much that's a good thing,
Yes.
but how much it's like a crazy thing. Like, I literally feel different even sitting here, like, speaking to
Yes.
all of you.
I
Like,
feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't know. I definitely do. Like, I feel like I can just see it.
yeah, exactly.
It's,
And
like,
I feel
crazy.
like it's just nuts that literally we've documented this past 6 months too. So I can even, right?
And Fia's been a part of the journey.
She's
everybody.
been here all along, you little cutie patootie. Okay, anyway, so we're just feeling really grateful, and I just had this like feeling that I wanted to talk about transitions and change because Mandy and I, for the past couple weeks, I would say maybe a month, we've been going through a really big shift,
Oh,
like energetically,
Yes.
spiritually, just a lot. A lot has happened.
it's been really a lot to take in, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
it has been the biggest, I think, for both of us, our biggest change yet.
I agree.
And it just feels almost like we have new energies and new like minds and new outlooks on life. It's insane. I feel like a different person, like completely different person, and it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing,
No.
like at all. I feel like myself still, obviously, like I'm same old Mandy, but just I feel more confident. I feel more zen in my life. I'm not anxious all the time. I'm not
Yes.
like freaking out. And
Do you remember when we first started? We talked a lot about like anxiety and like depression a little bit, and like
yeah.
I feel like especially for Mandy, it's shifted a lot. And
Oh my
like,
gosh, Lexi knows. She dealt
Yeah.
with a lot of my anxiety, like just not dealt with it, but
You
just
just, like-
noticed it. And
yeah,
it was a big part of my life, and it defined me at one point. It really did, and now I really truly feel like I define it rather
Yes.
than it defines me.
and I feel that too.
yes,
We have like taken control over the past 6 months of how we respond to situations, how we want our lives to go. But you know, I wrote this thing down that I really wanted to say to you guys. Like, I see our journey as like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. There's been a lot of pain. There has been a lot
Yes.
of craziness. Like a lot of mentally, just like because think about it, you're going. What was that? Anyway, you're going from, you know, we went from one little town in Indiana and all of a sudden you moved to Denver and you experienced this like giant change and this giant transition, and it takes time for our minds to process. And I feel like just now our minds have fully processed kind of where we are, what we're doing, how far we've come, the different life that there is in Denver, and like
Exactly.
the different
And-
life anywhere. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. And Denver has made it so easy for us to experience this change, I feel like, because it's I swear it's on the forefront of change, like Denver,
Oh my gosh,
Colorado. Like, everybody is woke here. It's awesome. I love it.
Yes.
But
Yes.
just in general, like I was talking to somebody over my Instagram the other day, and they were just like, wow, you really inspired me to like get out of Indiana and move and, you know, really like try to grow and change. And I'm like, yes, that's exactly what we're trying to do here. Like, yes, hello, people. Like,
Literally,
come on.
change is a good thing. And I was
Yeah.
telling her, but before this, we were chatting, and I was like, remember when we were young, and like, you know, you would change a little bit, and your friends would be like, you're different, you're changing. And it's like,
Yeah.
we should embrace that. Like, thank
Yeah.
God I'm changing. Thank God I'm
Like,
different.
Exactly. Like, what negative connotation comes with change?
Yeah,
Like,
what?
well, who came up with that? Like, it's a really great thing,
It's a great
changes.
thing.
And, like, I just can't even describe how happier I am, like, just as, like, a person.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the happiest I've really ever been. Like, just...
And in order to get there,
Truly.
change is needed and transition is needed. And that's why this video is so important, because it's like,
Yes.
I have down here, don't fear change, embrace it. Like,
Yes.
some people are afraid of that big change, but honestly, you need change because you can't heal in the same place that you were damaged. Not that we were, like, damaged, but, you know, everybody gets stuck sometimes, and you can't heal in that same spot. You need to get out of the box. You need to make a big transition to change. But even if it's a small change, like, you don't have to move locations like we did, even though it helped us a lot. You can still create a change in your small community by starting to do something that's good for you, reaching out to people, learning, just small shifts and changes and transitions.
Yeah, definitely. And, like, through those transitions, you really have to be, like, so nice to yourself, because you feel so weird. Like, you feel almost like you're like, what the heck is happening? You can feel it internally, the change, like, rather than... You can feel it outwardly too, but
100%.
Mostly internally, like, I would say.
Yeah.
And you just, like, really just feel different. Your whole body thinks different. Your mind, you're gutting out your mind of all the shit that's been put in your head your whole life.
Ever since you were a kid, like, think about it. You have been building up these things, and when you start to change and transition, and I mean, like, go through a major change and transition like we have, you kind of start to, like, heal all of those things that have been around your whole life for you to be able to be conscious and aware and fully change and fully just, like, you know, experience this new you, I guess you could say. And it's a beautiful thing. And I feel like that's what we've gone through, to be honest. That's a big change.
Exactly. And, like, also just a side note, I know we've talked about, like, you know, letting people influence you and, like, on social media and stuff, but really and truly, like, listen to yourself and your intuition. Like, don't look for others' approval with your change. Be like, hey, I'm feeling this way. Is that weird? Is that okay? Like, feel it in yourself to be like, this is good or this is bad, you know, like, for your own self. Like, it doesn't have to be like, I'm doing this, I need to tell everybody what I'm going through and see, you know, like, try and, I guess, dissect it.
Yeah.
Just feel it. Really embrace it and just feel the change and decide for yourself if it's a good one for you or not.
Yeah, and I feel like we've been working on that a lot lately. Feeling into the pain is a word, but feeling into the craziness of change, you know, like, change can bring up a lot of stuff, transitions can bring up a lot of stuff, and we have done a really good job of just feeling it. Like, when I was going through my crazy spot a couple weeks ago, I apologized to Mandy. I was like, Mandy, I'm sorry, I'm going through some stuff, like, I don't know what's happening with me, I'm going through some stuff, and she just gave me my space, and I felt into it each day. I was, like, feeling into it. So many people suppress. They're like, I'm feeling this anxiety, I'm feeling depression, I'm feeling this weird way, I'm going to suppress it, I'm going to hide it, and I don't want to feel it. But it's like, right? You agree.
Like,
but you just have to feel it. Feel it, guys.
Feel it, guys. Feel it.
You said just like, feel it.
Oh, man.
But basically, I mean, really,
also, find people in your life that are going to be supportive of you, too.
Supportive of your changes, supportive of your transition, and supportive of what you need.
This girl right here, like, we just literally are so supportive. Like, even when we're having bad days, like, we totally get it, and we're like, yeah, just have your bad day.
Yes, we do.
Get it all out. Like, have your change, have your growth. Like, I'll be there right next to you if you need to talk, if you need, you know, a wine night.
Yeah.
Like, literally anything. Like, if you need to go color, I'll color with you. Like, if that's what you need to do.
The other day, I had a mental breakdown by Fia's cage. I was sitting there on my knees bawling because I was, like, just processing how grateful I am and just how, like, oh my God. And I was bawling because I was like, I don't want this time in our life to end. I don't want this, like, thing. And she just sat there and let me bawl. And I was like, that's what I needed. Thank you. Like, I was just like, why life?
Yeah. I don't cry too often, but I'm very emotional.
Yes, I feel like, you know, that's part of change and transition is there's emotions and things that come with it. And it's beautiful, and embrace it and realize that it's a great thing and that you want change and you want change in your life and you want to feel good about it. And
feel the change.
Become the butterfly that you are, you know? It's going to be painful. It's going to be hard.
Be you.
Do what's good for you. Be you.
Embrace yourself.
Embrace yourself. No.
I'll embrace you right now.
I love you. And we love you guys for following our journey and for staying tuned. And, you know, we always are open to open dialogues, what you want to hear.
Yes.
We're going through changes and stuff too. So it's all just, let's all just change together.
Change the world, change yourself. Does that make sense? I don't know.
I love it. Thank you so much. We're going to go on our day.
Bye, guys.
We hope you have the best day. Say bye, Fia.
Bye.